Hello again, my name is Thais, and on the previous video I showed you how we sheared the alpacas that we have and how we washed it. And today I'm going to show you the next step to processing the alpaca fiber, which is hand carding. And the tools that I use are hand carders. These are made by the Ashford Company. These are made for this. There are different types of teeth, and these are made for really fine fibers, which alpaca has very fine fibers. And the only other tool that I use are a set of wooden knitting needles to roll off the roll eggs. This is one of the previous bats that I created. And then if you remember in the last video, we washed our two alpacas fibers. We had the brown, and now I'm going to process the beige. I hope you can see the process so that we have a lot of lighting in our house. So the first step to processing the alpaca fiber is called picking. And picking is just that. We have to pick it apart, and we have to break up any of the clumps so that we can have little balls of fiber. Now this alpaca fiber, her hair was a little shorter than the other alpaca that I just processed. His hair was 6 inches long at least. And while you're picking, you're going to pick out any of the lumps or the vegetable matter or vegetation that did not wash out with the dust. So I'm just going to pick it apart. A nice fluffy ball. Okay, grab more. See some lumps. I hope you guys can see, because that stuff really isn't any good. You won't get a smooth process. Then we'll get into hand spinning. I use the long spin. Let me show you that. Okay, so now I have a nice amount of picked fiber from the alpaca. Okay, and I'm going to take my hand carder and I'm going to just introduce in nice strips, just putting it on. Okay, now I don't want it too full because then I can't get the straight hair that I want. Okay, now I hope you see how I'm holding it, and I'm just going to lightly brush it so that it turns, it's on one side to the other. This came out really nice after we washed it. Very little dust. It's just like brushing hair. That's all you're really doing. Twisting a little. Okay. You can do it several times if it's a mess. I find with carding alpaca that it's very soft and smooth. It doesn't take that long to turn it upside down, take it from one side to another, and I switch hands and then roll it back off and start over. comes right off. Okay. Make sure it's all the way off. Okay. Start over. I'm not really putting any pressure. This is not a hard thing to do. You really don't have to use any pressure. This fiber is a lot shorter than the one I just used. And I like to coax it off of one into the other so that most of it's on one when I remove it. Okay. So I look at it and it's nicely brushed. So I'm going to take my, you can roll it off by hand. It comes off very easy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it off with my knitting needles to make a nice tight. Okay. Like so. You can okay. And it comes off, and then I'll just slowly remove one, okay, and slowly remove the other. And I have nice, tight woven fiber bat rollag that I will just draft when I'm ready to spin. See, it drafts very nicely. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. What I'll be working on is I have a loom already set up, and I have a hand spindle that I'll be using for this project. Okay, here's the long spindle with chunky fiber, which I'll be using on the loom to make some of the wall hangings, and I will demonstrate how that's done also. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at the very next video.